Good morning, Jags. I'm Arlo, and welcome to Munchie Monday. This week is a special week because it's guest star week, and that means teachers and staff will be showing us their favorite dishes. First up, we have Mr. Mora.
Hey everyone, Mr. Mora here. I'm going to talk to you about my favorite holiday dish, and I'll tell you right now, that is eggnog. Now, to those of you who haven't had the joy of drinking eggnog, let me tell you, every year in November, they start putting eggnog in the store, and that is around the time Mr. Mora replaces all of his milk-based dishes with eggnog-based dishes. Yep, it's not cereal and milk right now, it is cereal and eggnog, and it is fantastic. Now, you're probably wondering, Mr. Mora, why do you like eggnog as much as you do? Simple, the ingredients. I'm going to read you a list of the ingredients in eggnog, and you'll see why. Well, you start off with milk or cream. You got to throw in some sugar. You got some raw eggs. Throw in 1 or 2 spices that includes vanilla or a nutmeg, and in some cases cloves. Now that's just your regular eggnog. If you want the deluxe eggnog, you also got to throw in some whipped egg whites. That's right, I can't tell you how often I want to just sit back and enjoy a nice warm glass of room temperature egg whites and cloves and milk. In fact, just talking about it right now makes me want to have a glass, so I'm going to go do that right now. But hopefully I've convinced you that eggnog is the superlative holiday dish. All right, have a good day.
I'll have to try that out sometimes. Next up, we have Mr. Marvelli.
Hello, Jaguars. My name is Mr. Marvelli. I'm the band director at Toby Johnson Middle School. If you don't know me, hopefully we'll be back together soon and you'll be hearing the band play again. Anyways, I was asked to provide what my favorite dish for the holiday season is, and for me, it's a little bit unusual. My grandfather was born in Italy and came over to the United States when he was 11 years old, and his mother had a spaghetti sauce from back in Sicily that she got from a friend of hers, and my family's from Calabria, which is on the other side of the water, but our family sauce is Sicilian, so I look forward every year to my mother making our family spaghetti sauce, which is a pork shoulder based sauce. So it's a tough cut of meat, but it stews all day long. It takes 8 hours to make the spaghetti sauce, and it takes 2 hours to make the meatballs, and then we have spaghetti and meatballs for Christmas and Thanksgiving, along with turkey and stuff, but my favorite part of it is the spaghetti and meatballs. So I want to wish you and your family a happy and safe winter break, and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care.
8 hours to make spaghetti sauce? That's crazy! I couldn't wait that long. Well, maybe our next person is going to have something shorter. Here's Mr. Hill.
Hey Jags, Mr. Hill coming at you from the kitchens at Hilltop Island. Today I have a great little party snack that you can whip up anytime. Say the president or some foreign dignitary's coming by your house to visit and you need a quick treat. This is elegant, it's delicious, you don't have to cook it, and best of all, it's easy to make. Come on and take a look. Simply gather up a brick of cream cheese, put that on your grocery list now, some sesame seeds, same, some soy sauce, and some wheat thins. Oh, also your mom's best small serving plate. Unwrap the cream cheese and put it on the plate and sprinkle the top with the sesame seeds. Finally, surround the island with a lake of soy sauce. And lastly, festoon the cream cheese island with little tiny wheat thin sailboats, and you have yourself the tastiest of treats. What a party favorite. Back to you, Ted.
I don't know if a foreign dignitary would ever come to my house, but that's one special dish. Next up, we have Mrs. Clarion showing us her family favorite.
Hi, I'm Ms. Clarion, and I'm going to share with you one of my family's favorite recipes for the holidays, and that's scalloped corn. You need 2 cans of whole corn, sweet preferred, 2 cans of creamed corn, a half a cup of milk, 2 sleeves of saltine crackers, and a half a stick of butter. You'll also need something to mix them in, something to stir them with, and a can opener to open the cans, and a pan to bake in. First, drain all the water from the whole corn. Then combine the whole corn with the creamed corn. This is the best part. When my son was little, he would do this with a monster truck with the crackers inside a plastic bag, or with his dinosaur toys. And that year we'd call it monster truck corn or dinosaur corn. So your job is to smash those crackers into tiny pieces. You can do it right in the sleeve if you don't want to use a Ziploc bag. Then you're going to add those crackers to your corn mix. If you find you have some large pieces still, just use your fingers to break those crackers up. Then add a half a cup of milk and stir the mixture together until everything is mixed really well. Use your stick of butter to grease and butter your entire pan. Then evenly spread out the corn mixture into the pan and top it with 4 to 5 pads of butter. You want to cook this on 350 degrees for 30 minutes until the corn is golden brown. Then serve it while it's hot and enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy it. Try making it for your family.
That looks delicious. Get ready, Jags. Next up, we have Mrs. Middlebrook.
Well, hi, this is Mrs. Middlebrook, and I wanted to share one of our holiday traditions that we have as a family. My grandmother, Grandma Esther was her name. She would have been in her 90s this year. I think of her because her birthday is coming up on, I think it's Saturday, the 12th. And she was an amazing person. Her family was from Kiev, which is in the modern day Ukraine in Russia. And one of her famous dishes that we enjoy around Christmas time is her sour cream coffee cake. And it is awesome. We often refer to it now as the Christmas coffee cake. So her family came over from Russia in the 1800s because they were being persecuted because her family was Jewish. And this is one of the things that her family, her mom, would make. So I'm going to share it with you. First of all, it looks like this when it's done. It's pretty awesome. It's very easy to make, and it looks cool, and it tastes even better. It's basically cinnamon, a little sugar, a little flour, a little butter, and there's a lot of butter in it. That's part of what makes it taste so good. So here's the recipe for Grandma Esther's coffee cake. You need some butter, some sugar, vanilla, and you basically just take your mixer and you mix it all up. And the gold part of this is the topping with cinnamon and sugar. And you toss in some chopped walnuts to that mixture and you sprinkle it on the top. You pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for about an hour. And you let it cool. And so my family would always make this on the morning of Christmas Day, whether they celebrated Christmas or not. So they make it and then they would let it cool, and then we would have it along with some fruit and some eggs, and everybody just loved it. We always wanted her to make 2 of them, but she would only make 1 of them. So if you are interested in the recipe, you can certainly email me and I would be happy to share it with you. I have shared it with many people, and my Grandma Esther, I have great respect for her. She was an amazing cook, an amazing person, and it is my pleasure to honor her and to share it with you. Well, I got a little bit of an early start this Christmas holiday season, so I'm going to enjoy a little bit of this now. Happy holidays, Tigers and Bears and Hornets and Aggies, all Toby Johnson Jaguars. See you in the new year. Thank you, Grandma.
More yummy food. Next up, we have Mrs. Harda Galang with something special.
Hi, one of my favorite holiday treats is peppermint bark, but this year I found something equally delicious, these peppermint bark pretzels, so hopefully you can find some and enjoy sweet treat too. Happy holidays.
Ooh, peppermint. Now let's listen to Mrs. Zarsky.
My least favorite holiday dish is probably green bean casserole. Never really understood the hype. And my favorite holiday dish is anything dessert, specifically sugar cookies. I have quite the sweet tooth.
Sugar cookies are good, but you don't like green bean casserole? As it turns out, Mrs. Zarsky isn't the only one here at Toby Johnson who dislikes something.
Hello, Toby Johnson, and happy holidays from Miss Foltz, Tiger 8 history teacher. So I've been asked to share with you out there in Tobyland what my favorite and least favorite holiday foods are. If you take a look at my background, you'll get a sneak peek. My favorite holiday food are tamales. My parents' next door neighbors love to, as part of their family Christmas tradition, is to make tamales. And those homemade tamales are then delivered to my parents as a gift of appreciation for them being neighbors. They are delicious and made with love, which makes them even more delightful. Now, if we're talking about my least favorite holiday food, yeah, that's something called a fruit cake. If you take a look, you can see it is a cake with candied, jellied fruits and nuts and a very weird combination of spices, in my personal opinion. You might love yourself a little fruit cake. I personally find the way they come together no bueno for Miss Foltz. So thank you for listening to my favorite holiday foods and my least favorite holiday food. I hope you have a delightful winter break. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next year.
Mrs. Foltz does not like fruitcake, and there's another teacher who would agree with her.
Hi, I'm Miss Wisdom, and I teach design thinking and pre-engineering here at Toby Johnson Middle School. I'm here to tell you what my favorite and least favorite holiday foods are. My most favorite holiday food is lefse. It's a Norwegian potato pancake, basically, and it is very tasty with butter. My least favorite is fruitcake. No offense to all you fruitcake lovers out there, but that is not one that I enjoy. Thanks for asking me to participate. I hope you all have a wonderful, safe holiday.
Next up, we have a special staff with our special recipe.
Hello and happy holidays. My name is Mrs. Moore and I'm the Aggies and Bears Vice Principal, here today to share with you my very favorite holiday treat, but unfortunately I can't because my absolute favorite treat is the white chocolate covered Oreos, and I can't find them anymore because they sell out really fast. So luckily I was able to get a box around Thanksgiving, but then that was it. So if you happen to find a box somewhere, please send it my way. But anyways, my second favorite is the Ghirardelli peppermint bark because it is just the right amount of peppermint with chocolate, and now with face mask breath, it helps with that too. So hopefully everyone can go out and buy the Costco sized bag, as you can see here. But anyways, I hope you love them. If you're lucky enough to have the white fudge covered Oreos, I'm very jealous. So I hope everyone has a safe and joyful holiday season. Bye.
I want to give a thanks to all of our teachers that are participating in this week's Munchie Monday, and I'll see you guys next time on TJTV.
What a year 2020 has been, but we rolled with it. Wishing you a very merry holiday season full of health, happiness, and a bright new year. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays from Mr. Mora to all of his Hornet 7 students. You guys are the best. Have a great vacation.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
10 Interesting Christmas Facts, Part 1 by Miss Weston. Number 1, Christmas trees are an ancient tradition. Goes all the way back to the ancient Egyptians and Romans, who marked the winter solstice with evergreens as a reminder that spring would soon return. Number 2, mistletoe's name isn't so sweet. Mistle thrush birds eat the plant's berries, digest the seeds, And then the droppings, yes, I mean poop, eventually grow into new plants. So the German word for mistletoe literally means dung on a twig. Pucker up. Number 3, if you gave someone all the gifts from the song The 12 Days of Christmas, it would equal 364 gifts. Number 4, candy canes originated in Germany. A choir master originally gave candies to young children to keep them quiet during long church services. But it wasn't until a German-Swedish immigrant decorated his tree with candy canes in 1847 that they became a popular Christmas candy. Number 5, Coca-Cola played a part in Santa's image. Santa used to look a lot less jolly, even a little spooky. It wasn't until 1931 when the beverage company hired a new illustrator for a magazine ad, and we got this jolly old elf. Now kids won't get nightmares when they dream of Christmas Eve. Stay tuned for part 2.